WHBC.com.
You can put your debit card away. We're free.
Just turn us on. It doesn't cost anything. 1480 WHBC.
And welcome back on News Talk 1480 WHBC. It is time now for us to talk Guardians baseball. And of course, we have to bring in Bobby DiBiasio with us this morning. Bob, I swear it feels like I haven't talked to you in like 100 years or something.
I know it's been a while. You've had your
our wishathon.
Yeah.
Yes, our wishathon was it last week or 2 weeks? Oh, I can't even remember.
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah.
Believe it or not. And so it's been a while since we've connected. A lot has happened, especially Hammy had an interesting pregame interview with our skipper last night that he talked a little bit more in depth about his answer to a question that was presented to him a couple nights ago in his pregame press conference about whether he's going to be around next year, how he's feeling, etc. Some of the details he brought out with Hammy were very interesting. I did not know that he was going to have some shoulder surgery in the off season. He's got a double hernia. It's just, as he said, this game has beat him up. For those who may not know, he played in the big leagues 10 years. He was a number one draft pick of the Montreal Expos, came out of the University of Arizona as one of the top players in all of college sports, took them to the College World Series. And then 23 years as a manager, his body has gotten beat up. And time, he thinks, start to take care of himself.
Yeah. And he has been with the Guardians how long?
11. This is number 11 out of those 23 years. This is season 11, and he's guided us to the first 10 years, the fourth best record in all of baseball. Dodgers in the last 10 years have number one win-loss record. Yankees number 2. St. Louis Cardinals number 3, and we're number 4. And what I love to tell people is the Yankees in the last 10 years only have 13 more wins than us, but they've spent $900 million more on players than we have to get just 13 more wins.
That's great.
The key element, Pam, with Tito is the moment that he said yes to this franchise. It gave us instant credibility, especially inside the clubhouse.
Yeah.
That the uniform part of our industry, those people all of a sudden stood up and said, okay, they're for real, because they have a guy in their dugout that leads this team that can impact a ball club. And we've been blessed. Now, he hasn't 100% said it, but I just think if you, as Hammy said, if you read the tea leaves, there's something to it.
Yeah. Do you feel like he would make the announcement before the season ends? Because the fans and everybody want to give him a fond farewell, right?
Well, it'll be interesting. Our final 2 home games come at the end of September against the Reds on the 26th and 27th. Not sure. He's not one. For example, when he became the winningest manager in franchise history, and we went to him and said, okay, how do you want to handle pregame ceremony? And, we've got a little gift we want to give you to commemorate this historic achievement. And he's like, no pregame ceremony, none of that. This isn't about, I appreciate, where I am in the record books, believe me, but I'm not going to stand out there, because there are 10 years, 11 years worth of ball players and coaches, etc., and staff that would need to be surrounding me. So we did it in a little private thing with his coaching staff and the training staff, etc. So I'm not sure how we're going to do this with him, but we do play the Reds in a 2-game set, And then we end the season in Detroit that following weekend. And although we're only 4.5 back, the Twins allow us to stay in this thing, and they've got 4 against the AL West leading Texas Rangers at their place. We actually, after these 2 against the Red Hot Dodgers, head to Toronto, and then we go to Minnesota.
Yeah.
So we're face to face with the Twins, and then when we come home, we've got Tampa Bay on the weekend, the first Labor Day weekend, and then the Twins for 3. So we play the Twins 6 times here in the next couple weeks, and so that'll be a big series for us.
The opportunity's there, right? I mean, it keeps fluctuating. There's no doubt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, that's all we can ask, that we have it right in front of us. Even with all the injuries and the inconsistencies on the offense and the bumps and bruises, and just the way young people, the peaks and valleys young athletes go through, that we're still in it. It's fun. It's the game of baseball right now, Pam, is actually pretty interesting. Only the Dodgers and the Atlanta Braves are running away with their division, so it looks as if they'll be in the National League Championship Series, those 2 teams. But the NL Central, and the American League, all 3 of our divisions are up for a fight. So it's going to be a fun month of September, and then you add the wild card run. So our industry is going to have some fun here in the next 5 weeks.
And you never know. Anything can happen.
Exactly.
Go get those tickets for those final 2 games for the homestand in September.
You never know what's going to happen.
That's right. That's right. All right, Bob. Thank you so much, sir. We'll talk again soon.
I hope so. Not 3 or 4 week interlude, but always fun, Pam. Thank you. Go Guardians.
Okay, next time you're at the store, I dare you to not